Hello and welcome back to the FCS Football Channel and today's watch along for the Manchester United versus Spurs Premier League game. How are we all doing today? Nico, you're going 2-1, are you? What we'll do, we'll straight away we'll get the predictions going. Right. So I'm going for, I think it's going to be like a really low scoring game, and I think the team suggests that as well. We'll get into the team in a mo. I'm going to go for a 1-0 United win. And that's me because I want to be positive. Realistically, I think it's going to be 0-0. Nico? You're going 2-1 United, Nico. There we go. So they're the player ratings so far. Of course, get yours down in the live chat. So obviously, today's lineups is Dean Henderson is in goal. It's a back four of Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire and Luke Shaw. It's in a double pivot of Fred and McTominay. McFred, of course, as it's been coined by Manchester United fans. It's then a front line of Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba and Edison Cavani. Basically, and look, I'll get it up. It's exactly, apart from the fact Dean Henderson is playing, which I said in my preview that I think he probably would play. But it's exactly the team I expected Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to go with. I load it up. That's the team I put in the preview that I expected Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to go with. And obviously, aside from the fact David De Gea, no, Dean Henderson's playing today instead of David De Gea, I've got it bang on. And why am I not surprised? We was always going to see Fred and McTominay today because we're playing against a team who's in the traditional top six, who are meant to be a good side. They're up against a good manager, so we try not to lose. And that's what we're doing today. But I'm sad because that means De Gea probably is going to leave this season with Henderson starting. I mean, that probably is the case. You are right. Unless, which probably isn't the case, that we're now focusing on winning the Europa League. So we've now moved De Gea to the Europa League because of that. But I doubt that. I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has crumbled under the media pressure against him. How are we, Kurt? Hello. What's everyone's score predictions? Hello, United Live. I mean, what do we all make of the lineup? I'm not happy about it. You're going 2-0 United. I mean, these are the predictions so far. So, Kurt is going 2-0 United. 3-2 West Ham. Your Dan will be buzzing. He is buzzing. And so is Tyler, who's back. He's also going 0-0 or 1. So you just think it's going to be a draw, NG? I don't blame you. I said this. I actually think it's going to be 0-0. But I want to be positive and say it's going to be 1-0 Man United. United Live, what's your score prediction, mate? While we sort that, obviously we'll talk about this team news. Of course, this is the team we're playing today. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now. This man right here, Edison Cavani, will not play well. He will not play well today. Right, where is this? Oh no. Cavani won't have a good game today, and I'll tell you for why. because of these two. These two in midfield. As we always see, and as we always say, when we play Fred and McTominay together, it's this. And I highlight them all. It's all of that, and then it's these four fighting for themselves. If they get a goal, it's because they've done something out of the ordinary. They've pulled something out their ass. They've done something unexpected. Because we don't create chances for them. For these four here, when we play these two, because these two are rubbish. We're gonna play. Why does Ollie Bum nick Fred so often? Well, my problem isn't necessarily with Fred. I am more of a problem with McTominay, because really, and that's not because I dislike McTominay. That's because of what McTominay signals. Regardless, I think we would all admit Fred would probably start today, because Fred can play with Pogba in a midfield double pivot and do well. We saw it in the Europa League semi-final. They played well together, and we should have beat Sevilla. But with McTominay is the actual person and the player that's taking Paul Pogba's spot. Realistically, for me, we should be playing Pogba where McTominay is, and McTominay should be a Ahmad or a Mata, Donny van der Beek, or a Greenwood. Not Pogba out on the wing so he can play McTominay, just so he can sit in and defend. And this is why I think it's going to be 0-0. Like I said, I've said 1-0 my prediction because I want to be positive. I want to have belief that we can win this game. But I don't see why we're going so defensive if we were trying to win it. I think it's cowardly. I think it really is cowardly. And look, there's no doubt our front line, especially these two, Bruno Fernandes and Rashford, well, maybe not Rashford, but Bruno, he will get slaughtered today. I'm sure, if he doesn't score. Cut them some slack, Finn. I mean, as players, I don't think they're good enough. I think, given the first half to prove us wrong. Well, yeah, I think what I would say is the fact that they're playing isn't necessarily a bad thing if it was a one-off. Thanks for letting me be on your streams. Keep up the good work. No problem, Nico. Thank you for tuning in, mate. 1-0 Spurs, George. I mean, it could go either way. I don't see there being many goals. Yeah, if McTominay and Fred playing together wasn't a regular occurrence, I don't think I'd be as annoyed. It's just we see it all the time against the big teams, and at what point do you just kind of give up on it and just think it's happening too often? We should be expecting better. Hello, Mary. I think my dad's going 2-1 United, but then I think a draw won't be a bad result. I mean, I agree. It's not. Look, ordinarily, no, a draw against Spurs wouldn't be a bad result. But what I would say is you look at that Tottenham defence. Roden was playing for Swansea last season. Eric Dyer is awful. Aurea I don't particularly rate. I think Reguilon's their only good defender there, and I don't think even as a defence, even with Reguilon, I don't think they're very good. But yet we're going defensive. We're scared of them. We're meant to be the second best team in the Premier League, and yet we're scared of this Spurs side who, they're not even in the top 4. Alright, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer speaking. fuck grammar. Everton won't get Champions League or Europa League. I mean, I think Everton will be there or thereabouts for Europa League football. I agree. I don't think they'll get Champions League football. Today's all about the mental. Yeah, I think mentally, it'll be an interesting game. I think. Obviously, we know what happened last time we played Spurs. It was that horrific, wasn't it? It was that horrific 6-1 defeat. We have to bounce back. We have to show that was a one-off. That was the 1 in a million game. That's not normal. Look, I think we will, because like I said, I think that was the 1 in a million game, and I think that game has caused this and has caused our problems against the big sides this year. Against Spurs, we played a midfield 2 of Pogba and Matic in the first half, and we was absolutely awful. Mainly thanks to defence for me. And then we haven't seen it since. Why is there still 2 number 1s for United? There's 2 number 1s for United because at the start of the season we put ourselves in a shocking position where what's going on? Where we had 2 fantastic goalkeepers on big wages, and we have to play them both. Right, so they're doing some shooting training here with Lee Grant. Interestingly enough, Juan Mata's helping out with the coaching. Sammy, you going free or are you? Right, I'll get that written down. Choose one keeper for the league and choose one keeper for the cup. Well, I mean, that's kind of what we did. At the start of the season, it was De Gea in the league, Henderson in the cup. Then De Gea went off to see the birth of his child, and he got dropped. I mean, look, realistically, now I'm not saying your last name. Like, realistically, they've just swapped now, and I think that is thanks to the media agenda against David De Gea, or I think we would have seen the swap happen a few weeks ago. If we didn't lose against Leicester in the FA Cup, then I would be worried on us losing right now. But we have nothing to lose, so come on, you Devils. Well, I agree. We have nothing to lose. But to Ollie, I don't think that's the case, and that's why we are playing this team. Kane said he will leave Spurs if they don't get Champions League football. Kane won't leave. The big thing about Kane is first, who wants him, and out of those teams that want him, who can afford him. Levy, I don't think Daniel Levy would sell to a Premier League club. So United wouldn't get him. City wouldn't get him. Chelsea wouldn't get him. PSG, do they need him? They've got Mbappe. Maybe PSG, but Kane to Real Madrid, yeah, but they've got Benzema and what's his name? Harry Kane's a massive fan of Karim Benzema, Zidane. So I don't know where he goes. Denmark isn't in Greenland. I'm pretty sure it's not. Greenland's his own place, isn't it? It's own country. Yeah. No, technically it's part of Denmark, isn't it? Yeah. Real Madrid, Aguero to Leeds might happen. I don't think it will. I think Aguero will probably go back to Spain. I could see him going to maybe Barca. Messi want him. To be honest, sorry, Angie. To be honest, I got a feeling Fred and McTominay will shine today. Wow. Um, Look, if they do, I'll be very very happy. But I don't see it happening, to be perfectly honest. But I would love it to happen. Um, but Grant is not on the. Yeah, oh yeah. Lee Grant's part of the coaching team. Um, uh, Obviously, just a little bit of team news. Obviously, regarding obviously the team, Dan James, he's not involved today because he has an injury, so that's why he's not on the bench, and why we have Ahmad on. But look, if we look at that bench today, um, uh, right. So we'll make that bit. We'll make the subs bigger. So for me, you look at that sub bench. Who comes on to make a difference today? I don't see it. I don't see one. I'll tell you for certain, Ahmad won't come on. No chance of Ahmad coming on. Greenwood, probably. Donny, would he come on? Probably not. Mata won't. Matic probably will. Yeah, I'll show that in a minute, mate. Matic will come on. I imagine, especially if we have got a lead. Maybe I have a feeling we might see Twanzebe come on as well. Let me sort this out. There we go. Right. Uh, so they're the player predictions. Everton want the Napoli centre back. What is that? What, Koulibaly? You won't get Koulibaly, Everton. Well, what's Mourinho saying? I want to. I'll get that changed for you, Nico. I mean, Mourinho here just pretty much saying he's not scared of Manchester United. He don't think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will be out for revenge. We'll have that mentality. But if I were you guys, I would get yourself a nice comfy pillow because you're about to fall asleep for the next 90 minutes. We'll try and keep you keep you awake here. Of course, the big danger man for Tottenham is, of course, Harry Kane. He's one hell of a striker, isn't it? He's a player that can get a goal out of absolutely nothing. Can you show the El Clasico result for? Yeah, well, why did you not stream West Ham versus Leicester? Because Tyler came back. He's my brother, so I've helped him get back in. Obviously, my dad then came, so we went for a little walk in town. So I've just been busy, really. But hold on, I'll get the El Clasico result for you, mate. Eric Dyer is bad. I agree. Eric Dyer is a terrible footballer. So that was the Real Madrid versus Barcelona scored 2-1 Real Madrid with Benzema and Toni Kroos scoring for Real Madrid and Oscar Mingueza scoring for Barcelona. I mean, I was looking at the El Clasico. To watch it, you have to pay like £7. I wasn't paying £7 to watch El Clasico. I'm glad I didn't say I'd do it. And he needs to go to a League One team. Can we get to 9 likes today? Who knows? I mean, what are we on now? We're on 4. We're on 6. So, I mean, if you guys are watching and you're enjoying it, please hit the like button. And let's see if we can get to 9 like United Live has cheekily suggested. I reckon it'll be close, but I reckon we can get it. But, I mean, like Nico just said, Eric Dyer isn't all that. As I don't rate Eric Dyer as a centre-back whatsoever. But he starts today for him. They got Joe Rodon, who literally came from the Championship last season. 7, you're on 7. Am I? It says 6. To me, it says 6. We're currently on 5 for me. I don't know. Well, we'll see at the end of the stream, but we will try and aim for 6, for 9. We'll try and aim for 9. Like I say, if you are new, hit the like button below, and of course share the stream with your friends, share it with whoever, and let's get the community growing. So, if you get 200 subs, what are you going to do? I don't know, mate. I mean, it depends when it happens, doesn't it? I suppose. Well, if/when it happens. Like if it happens when stuff are open, then we might be able to try and do some sort of in real life video. But I don't know. Right, so we've got about 5 minutes till kick-off. So make sure you get your score predictions down in the live chat and we'll get them written down. I mean, what would you got? Obviously, We're not very close to it at the moment. But what would you guys like me to do for a 200 special? But I mean about Manchester United players. How well is Jesse Lingard playing right now? This game is on Sky. Um, what has happened to? Well, I know what's happened to the lad, but what a season he's having at the moment, Jesse Lingard, since going out to West Ham. But this is the Spurs team. Obviously, I have mentioned it a bit, but this is how they actually do line up. So here's Hugo Lloris in goal. It's in a back four of Aurier, Joe Rodon, Eric Dyer, and Reguilon. It's a double pivot of Tanguy Ndombele and Pierre Højbjerg. Yeah, Pierre Højbjerg. And then it is going to be a front four of Son on the left. It will be Lucas Moura out on the right. It will be Giovanni Lo Celso at 10 and Harry Kane up top. Of course, like Nico said, if you are watching the stream and you're watching the game live, the best way to watch these streams is to sync your game up to my game timer, which is of course just there on the screen. Oh, not this. There we go. Right there. Obviously that will be synced up with my game, so you will see what happens at the same time as I do. I was going to look at the league table for you. So this is the league table. West Ham are currently 4th, 1 point off of 3rd place Leicester. They're looking like they might be getting Champions League football. Everton, a win for them would take them up to 7th. However, they will still have a game in hand over Liverpool, and if they win that game in hand, then they will go into 6th, 1 point off Chelsea in 5th. So Everton are still well in it. Although they have got a hard run of games, Everton. They've got City, they've got Arsenal, they've got West Ham, they've got Spurs. It's going to be a hard run for Everton to get through the rest of the season. West Ham, on the other hand, I fancy West Ham to get maybe even Champions League. You'd fancy them against Newcastle. Chelsea will be a good game. To be fair, it will be a good game. Burnley, you'd fancy them. Everton could go either way. Brighton versus West Ham, I think you fancy West Ham. Same with West Brom. And maybe even Southampton. But look, kickoff is any minute now. So like I said, please make sure you do get in your predictions before kickoff. Come on. So just one last time we'll go over the starting lineup for Manchester United. Of course it is Dean Henderson in goal. It's then a back four of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw. It's a double pivot of Fred and McTominay. It's then a front four of Rashford on the left, Bruno Fernandes at 10, Cavani up top, and Paul Pogba off the right. Fortnite Sweet is going 4-2 United. That's what I like to hear. Right, so they will be doing a minute silence. Jay, hello mate. If you need my score prediction, I'm going 0-0. Have a good game. You too, mate. To be honest, Jason, I think you might be right here. I've said a couple times I think it will be 0-0, but to be I just want to be positive and go for a 1-0. Right, so we are doing a minute silence. Of course, I believe this is once again for Prince Philip, who unfortunately did pass away. So we will observe that like normal. Right. So I think that was more 2 minutes than 1 minute, but we have done it. RIP to, of course, the Duke of Edinburgh. Obviously, Prince Philip. But yeah, kickoff about to take place. They take the knee, of course they do, as they always do. And away we go. Oh, that hasn't started, has it? Brilliant. So it's a long ball. Hello, Man United fan and Yeet. I assume you are just right. Why is that doing that? Right. Tiana, you're going 14-0 again, are ya? There you go. Right. So here's Maguire, gives it to Fred. Oh, hold up. I think Evie's going 2-1 United. All right. Oh, here comes Lucas Moura. Strike over the bar. I can't spell. There we go. There we go. Who's playing? Tottenham versus Man United. Or Spurs. So Spurs has a corner here. But by the looks of it, from early on, it looks like Marcus Rashford is actually out on the right and Pogba's on the left. Right, so corner here for Tottenham. Ball comes into the box. McTominay heads clear. Son! Over the bar. And it's a goal kick. Poor hit from Son. So it's going to be a big game for Cavani. Of course, against Arsenal, he missed a sitter. But, I mean, let's hope he can 6-1 us. You said 4-2? Not 4-2. Yeah, you said 4-2 earlier. Do you want me to change that to 6-1? I'm dressed as a zebra. Right, Pogba. So yeah, so Rashford is certainly playing out on the right. Different account. Yeah, it's either that or I assume he's changed his name. I don't imagine it's just two random people with different profile pictures. With the same profile pictures, sorry. Right. Maguire wins the header. Pogba can't win the flick. And Dombele goes out to Sergio Reguilon. Just while this is happening, in this screen, I'm just going to swap him round. There we go. Fred. He goes out to Shaw. Maguire. Fred. Back to Maguire. And this is the issue with United. We're just so slow at trying to get it out from the back. But that's good play from Pogba and Luke Shaw. Shaw bringing it forward. No one in front of him. And just has to bring it back. Yeah, that's what I assume. Yeah, that's what I think United Live. I'm glad we're on the same page. Rashford. What is that from Marcus Rashford? Is he awful ball from Rashford? And look, I've said this before. Half the problem with Rashford is he only knows how to kick the ball with one way. He can't cross a ball because he hits it with he knuckleballs it all the time. Right, Lloris gives it to Dyer. Dyer goes long. Maguire wins the first header on Kane. Fred just fucking heads it right into Kane. Kane goes long looking for Son. Dean Henderson comes out and just launches it down the line. Poor, I don't know. It was good clearance by Henderson, but I wonder did he need to come out? Would Wan-Bissaka just had it sorted? I don't know. But fair enough to Dean Henderson. He got it clear. That's what you can expect. Harry Kane does really well, but United pick up the loose ball. Maguire finds Fred. Bruno fouled by Højbjerg. Dino. Højbjerg might go. I fancy Højbjerg to get booked today now. I always feel Højbjerg, if he's committing fouls early on, he'll get booked. He either commits no fouls or a lot for me. Pogba. Kane. Fouled by Fred. Fred's also getting booked. Fred's getting booked today. Mark it. Remember this. Remember it. He's getting booked today, Fred. Right. Aurier. Pogba. Fred. Fred doing well. Someone's down. I think that's Aurier down for Tottenham. Which isn't good news for him considering, what's his name? Doherty is injured. So if Aurier has got some sort of major injury, which he's fine. He's absolutely fine. He's bamboozled me. Does anyone know why Pogba wears that sleeve? I imagine it's some sort of compression thing for his arm. But because he started wearing it quite a while ago. And I just never understood why. Because he came back from injury wearing it, didn't he? And it just hasn't disappeared. Because it's fashionable. I mean, I don't think it would be fashionable, but. Oh, here comes Ndombele. The Celso run into the ref. And Ndombele's not happy with it. Reguilon now. Bruno wins the ball well. Looks for Rashford. Reguilon with a good tackle. And look. So, Paul Pogba is certainly playing on the left wing and Rashford's out on the right wing. So, what we're doing today is we're playing both Rashford and Pogba out of position just so we can accommodate for McTominay and Fred. Right, so it's a corner for Tottenham. I think it's Højbjerg. Is it Højbjerg taking it? Who's taking it? No, it must be Lo Celso, wouldn't it? Awful ball in. Luke Shaw easily clears it. Right, here's Højbjerg. Gives it into Roden. And this is kind of what I'm expecting from this game. Just keeping it in the defence, knocking it around the back from both teams really. But I think both teams certainly have a point to prove. Obviously, we've had the famous rub of the head from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Mourinho. I believe Mourinho got him back after the 6-1 this year. So who's going to be able to take it today? No, Pogba can play left attacking mid because he has a Europa brilliant Europa League man of the match left cam. We love a FIFA card. We love the Europa League FIFA card. But I don't understand why Rashford's playing off the right today. Surely you put Rashford up against Aurier as well. Aurier being comfortably their worst fullback. Surely you put him against the worst one and Pogba up against the best one. Because realistically, Pogba's not going to try and beat him all the time. Is he? Pogba's just going to... What? He's just going to play it past him. Use his technical ability. Whereas Aurier, I think he's a lot easier to dribble past. I think he's slower than Reguilon. And he's a much worse defender. And I think he's... One thing Aurier certainly is, he's rash. He's rash with a challenge. You get Rashford running at Aurier, it will take you down. He'll take you down simply all the time. Aurier is Irish. Yeah, and Matt Doherty, he's Ivory Coast. So in our last 22 Premier League away games, we are yet to face defeat. Bruno finds Pogba. Pogba, Bruno. Out to Shaw. Shaw, lovely ball to Fred. Go on, Fred. Fred falls over. Poor from Fred. He made a really good run there. You weren't quicker than Aurier, so he had to try to cut back because there was no one up there supporting him. He just fell over. Wan-Bissaka challenging Son. Pushes him back. Lindelof now on Kane. Pogba wins it back, but on Dumbele wins it back from Fred. And here's Aurier. Lucas Moura. Best away record in the league. Yes, we have. Well, I'm pretty sure we have. Especially in the last however many games. But what I would say is, I think we get drawn way too much in by this. Oh, we're amazing defense record. Realistically, if we was a little braver, we would have lost more games for sure, but we would have won more games too. Because I have no doubt that if... What game did we draw? Liverpool, for example, when we drew 0-0. If we were more adventurous, we could have beat Liverpool that day. And yes, some of them draws would turn to losses. But I'm more confident that we'd turn more of them draws into wins than we would turn them draws into losses. I'm so confident of that. Right, Harry Kane keeps drawing our centre-back so far out of our line. I keep noticing it, especially with Maguire. And it will end up costing us. I think... Look, in the first game, was it their second goal came from that. Maguire was pulled out the back line by Harry Kane, and I can see it happening. He keeps coming out. And he doesn't win the ball majority of the time either from it. Pogba. Cross field to Rashford. Takes it down. Wan-Bissaka. Gives it to Bruno. Rashford. Battling with Højbjerg, but keeps it. Fred. Lindelof. Into Maguire. Luke Shaw. Pogba. Lovely challenge by Lo Celso for Spurs. And here comes on Ndombele. He skipped past Cavani and Bruno. But then retreats when he sees Scott McTominay, the Scottish Vieira. I would say so far it's been a fairly even game. Lindelof. Wan-Bissaka, Cavani. McTominay back to Wan-Bissaka. Offside for Summit. Don't know why the referee didn't just let us play on. Fred. Victor Lindelof. I mean, what do we all make of the opening 15 minutes? Is this because this is kind of what I expected? No team really creating anything, and it will be a half chance. But here comes Rashford. Good chance. Eric Dyer does really well. And look, that's really good play. But look, you look where it came from. Long ball. Pogba won the header, and Cavani. Look, he does well, Cavani. To slot in Rashford. That's class, that. But it's long ball football, but gone. But that's kind of what I mean by that front line is going to have to create something by itself, and that's exactly what we just done there. Long ball to Pogba, to Cavani, who then slotted in Rashford. That's how we're going to create chances, and if we score today, that's how it will come. Either that or some sort of set piece. Because we don't, as a team in general, we don't create chances. It's just, it's Burnley. It's Burnley. But I mean, to be fair, it was a good piece of play. I'll give him that. Foul by McTominay. And McTominay goes into the book already. Is that on Ndombele down? I think he wins the ball. McTominay booked for the second time this season. Ironically, McTominay doesn't get booked that often. Like, I always think McTominay must get booked loads, but he doesn't. He never seems to get booked. Aurier puts the ball into the box. Cavani heads clear. The Celso. Well, when I say he doesn't get booked often, I think he's got booked quite a bit in Europe. But it's only 2 this season. I would have sworn McTominay must have more bookings than that. Right, so it is a throw in here for Spurs. By looks of Reguilon will take it. He goes into the Celso, back to Reguilon, back to the Celso. The Celso finds Reguilon. Reguilon drills it, and poor clearance by Lindelof. McTominay gets a block onto it. It's out for a corner. Right, so how would Spurs go about this corner? I think the two they've put in so far have been quite poor, especially that last one. So, Son will take it for Spurs. Ball comes in. Bruno Fernandes turns his back, but Pogba will dribble it out. Rodon knocks it out for a throw-in for United. The Celso. Doing well there, Lo Celso. But he gives it back to Reguilon. McTominay wins it. Goes into Cavani. Oh, poor from Cavani there for me. Rashford, I think it was Rashford was open there, but he went back to Lindelof. And this is United's problem. We had a chance out to counter-attack, but we go back to our centre-backs. He goes back to the goalkeeper, who will now just knock it around our back line for a little bit. Oh, actually, Lindelof's going long, looking for Rashford, but Lloris collects. Right, Son goes out wide to Reguilon. Moria knocks it in to Lucas Moura. Moura puts it across goal. Dean Henderson catches well. And here comes Bruno Fernandes bringing it out for Manchester United. Bruno goes long looking for Rashford. It's Burnley. This is what I mean by this team does not create chances. That's how we're going to find the goal. It will be an incredible long ball from Bruno from Pogba to Rashford, or if Pogba plays it to Bruno or Cavani, or if Pogba plays it, or no, if Bruno plays it to Pogba or Cavani, and we'll get a goal. Oh, Dean Henderson's out well, launches it long. Rashford doesn't compete for the header, and Lindelof will just take it down his chest. Good play there from McTominay. Poor touch from Bruno. Wan-Bissaka wins it though. Finds Pogba. Good overlapping run there by Wan-Bissaka. Bruno now plays it to Wan-Bissaka. But Reguilon sees it out. Not the greatest of passes by Bruno. So, let me bring this in. So what we're currently seeing, if I make that ball smaller, is, and the amount of times I say it, it's become boring to say it, but it happens so often we have to keep saying it. It's, let me just give it here. Just this constant keep it between us. Let's play keep ball. Us back six. We'll keep the ball. Maybe we'll give it back to Henderson. And it's only when, whether it's Pogba, who looks like he's gone out to the right again now, so we'll move them round. It's only when one of these two come deep and actually get the ball is when we actually go forward. And of course, by the time one of them two have done that, Spurs, they've got their players behind their ball. Whether that is all 11 like we saw against Brighton, or whether it's 8 and they've just left their front three up top. They've got so many men behind the ball, and it's just, oh shit. Long ball. And it's it. 99 times out of 100, your defender is going to want that long ball and will win that long ball. We don't get the ball from back to front anywhere near quick enough to actually really hurt teams. What do you think teams would prefer? Maguire and Lindelof to knock it around the back a little bit, like this, just in this triangle, or maybe there, or would you rather? Do you think they would? Do you think a team would rather a team play like that, or just go Maguire gives it straight to Fred? He opens up. Maybe you do have to give it to Shaw, but then he looks for the ball, finds Bruno. Maybe in this half space, Rashford's made a run. So has Pogba. Pogba's opened himself. McTominay's made a run in there. Shaw made an overlap. So you end up in kind of like this sort of formation. Obviously, Fred will then have to sit and will like help out defensively. But then Bruno has so many options, and that's all happened in the space of about 3 passes. Whereas what we do, like I say, once we make 3 passes, and we might Dean Henderson may still have the ball. Right, here is Reguilon for Spurs. Brings it forward. Finds Heung-min Son. Son gives it back to Rodon. But what I would say, I think Spurs look a better team than us. 3 shots from Bo. On Dombele. Here is Højbjerg. Kane. Aurier. Lucas Moura. Turns out. Shaw does well. Three shots, both teams combined 0 on target though. Yeah, I mean, like I said, and was it Jason said? Yeah, 0-0, 1-0. I don't see goals in this game. Like you said, 1-0 as well. I don't see where the goals coming from in this game. Well, I see where Spurs goals can come from. I don't see our goals. Fred plays it out to Shaw. Because both managers, especially Ollie in my opinion, would be far too happy to get a draw today. I think this idea of we have an amazing away record, while it is true, it harms us at times. Because you become so... I can't think of the word. So bent on. You become so interested in retaining that record. Oh, we don't lose at home in the Premier League. No, we don't lose away, sorry, in the Premier League. That a game where if you gave it a little bit more, you went a little bit attacking the last 5-10 minutes, you'd win the game. But because you don't want to risk losing that unbeaten record, you don't. And look, this is one of the biggest arguments against why the Invincibles isn't the best team of all time. They drew 12 games and in some of them 12 games, they could have won it. They could have won if they in them 12 games, instead of trying to just retain their unbeaten record, they went for it a little bit. Yes, they'd have lost them them games, so maybe you lose 3 of them 12, but maybe you win 5 of them. So going for it has benefited you because you've won 5 more games and as such you're a better team. But because you want to retain that unbeaten record, you don't. Poor pass there from Fred. Right, throw in to Spurs again. Might be a foul actually by Shaw. Lindelof wins the header. Cavani. Cavani fouled by Ndombele. No, not given. Don. Roden. Dyer. Lucas. Fred wins the ball. Well played by Fred. Here comes Bruno. Gives it into Pogba. Pogba into Fred. Bruno. Back to Fred. Back to Bruno. And look, this is what I mean. We've pissed about with it a little bit. And look how many men they've got back. And that's what we've had to come to. That long, hopeful ball. Because we've pissed around with it. McTominay. Finds Rashford. Somehow. Go on, Marcus. Poor from Rashford. Really poor. And he goes down. Oh, no. Rashford, he's gone down. He's holding he's holding something. If there's a guy, it'll come from nowhere for both teams. Yeah, I agree. We'll see this again. Rashford. That's a foul. It is a foul. It's a freak. It is a foul. But it's not. It can't be given. Yeah, it looks a foul, but because it's a free kick, it can't be given. Right, Lindelof with the ball. Fred. McTominay. We have to be quicker than this. Maguire will bring it out from the back. Lovely ball from Maguire into Luke Shaw. Pogba. Cavani into Fred. Can Fred find a good pass? Goes to Wan-Bissaka. Not a great pass, but he does find Wan-Bissaka. McTominay. Rashford. Back to McTominay. Into Fred. Fred quickly into Shaw. Oh, a lovely ball into Pogba, actually. Pogba finds Cavani! Goal! Edison Cavani scores for Manchester United. It's 1-0. Brilliant play from Manchester United. And Cavani gives us a lead. The Spurs players are complaining about something. That VAR will go to something. But it's a great finish by Cavani. It's going to be for a foul on Heung-min Son. I think that would be harsh. I think it'd be harsh. I think it'd be harsh not to give. I think it would be harsh not to give it. Cavani's onside. Rodon's kept him on. That's a great finish by Edison Cavani. And look at that. That is fantastic chance. Chance created and a chance scored. And Cavani celebrating. I don't know if I can complain, if I can talk. Switch Fred with Pogba and sub Fred off for Greenwood. The thing is, what I would say about Pogba playing left wing is he brings creativity. If that's Dan James, if that's Rashford, that ball doesn't get played to Cavani there. They're checking for a possible foul. Look, if it's given, you'd have to say McTominay probably has to be sent off for a second booking. VR. Oh, they're checking this. I think they're checking the monitor. They've gone to check the monitor. I don't think he's going to count. I don't think it will count. I'm going to take it off. I don't think it will count. If he's gone to check the monitor, he won't count it. VAR, and he says no goal. He's ruled off the goal. I told you he would rule it off. I think that's shocking. He's had a shocker there, the ref. But what I was going to say, one thing you can say, that is harsh. I completely agree, Jason, mate. What I will say about Pogba playing on the left wing, he brings creativity. However, how's the game going? We've just been robbed of a goal. We've just been robbed of a goal. Look, with Pogba, put him in the front line, he'll create. Will be a better creative team as a front line, but we just won't get the ball to him enough and quick enough. If you're playing Pogba on the left wing, you still need to play Van der Beek. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's really going at it to the fourth official, and rightly so. Is it Andre Mariner? It's City paying the refs. Cavani. Fuck off, yeah. I think that's a joke. Fred. McTominay. Shit decision. I completely agree. I don't think you can rule that off. Fred. Nothing given. I thought that was a foul by Fred. But here comes Son for Tottenham. 1v1 with Victor Lindelof. Højbjerg. Joe Rodon. Dyer. Aurier. Dyer. Rodon. Regulon. Back to Rodon. Dyer. Dyer goes long, looking for Heung-min Son and finds him. That's really poor. Kane makes a good run. Great tackle by Wan-Bissaka, but Kane keeps the ball. Kane fires it across goal. That might have been the worst shot Harry Kane's ever taken in his life. I can't believe it's shocking. Kane, long ball to Sergio Aurier. Aurier gives it back to Dyer. Lucas. Lo Celso back to Lucas Moura. Rodon. Højbjerg. Lo Celso. Tanguy Ndombele. Ndombele finds Harry Kane. Finds Lucas Moura. Puts it across to Heung-min Son. 1-0 Spurs. Fucking hell. 1-0 Spurs. What has happened there? Simple one-touch passing. McTominay looks down. VAR should only come in if the ref is unsure of a decision. So we'll see it here. McTominay. Oh, he's not. I don't think he's off. What the fuck has happened? I don't think he's offside either. Dean Henderson had absolutely no chance there for Dean Henderson. And it's 1-0 Tottenham. And you know what? This may as well be the first leg. What happened in the reverse fixture? Reverse fixture. We score a penalty 2 minutes later. 2 minutes later in the first in the reverse fixture we conceded. We've pretty much done the same today. But we've improved, have we? What a joke. What a joke. Joe Rodon's down. Cavani, he's not happy. Cavani goes into the book. Cavani's booked. Why has Cavani been booked for? That probably is a booking. I think it probably... Well, I mean, we'll have to see it again. I don't know. Maybe another harsh booking. But Cavani goes into the book for his third yellow card of the season. That's more than McTominay has. Lindelof goes out to Wan-Bissaka. Rashford. Wan-Bissaka. I don't know whose throw that is. I tell you what, our defence is, look, shambolic. But yeah, we have one of the best defensive records in the league. Stats can be misleading. Wan-Bissaka wins the header. Foul by Fred, but not given. Foul on Bruno, given though. This could be a long game. Fuck VAR. Maguire. Pogba does really well. Fred. Lovely ball out to Wan-Bissaka. And surely is that a corner? That is a corner kick. Is it not a corner? Yeah, what I would say, as a positive, we know this Spurs team is absolutely shambolic at defending. So there's always a chance. Always a chance. But look, watch Spurs. They'll shut up shop. They'll shut up shop, and we aren't creative enough. So free kick's been given here. Is that for a foul by Bruno? What? Surely that's a foul on Bruno. Surely that's the first thing. So we've got 3 minutes of added time here. Look. So, Spurs have been the better side. I mean, look. Our goal should have been should have counted. And for me, we should do better for that. We shouldn't be so shit at defending. We have an £80 million centre back. We have a £50 million right back. We have, at the time, the most expensive teenager in world football when we signed him at our left back. And we have, what, 35 million centre back in Lindelof? Yeah, we're shambolic defensively. And we got Dean Henderson, who, look, I'm not saying he's not at fault, but people like to say how commanding he is. Our defence was a fucking joke there. But apparently he's this commanding figure. He's no more commanding than David De Gea, than Sergio Romero. It's just because he's English. If he was commanding, Wan-Bissaka would have known where Lucas Moura was. Would have known where plays would have done better than that. As a Spurs fan, I can say that VAR decision was super unfair on United. Yeah. I mean, I agree. Of course I do. I'm a United fan. Pogba. Bruno. Go. Oh, what was that? Poor ball. But I mean, good play from United, really, I guess. We have been robbed. Let me hop on Twitter to abuse the VAR staff. Don't do that. I mean, I don't think this would have counted. I think it is handball by Pogba. If we could have won a corner, that would have been more ideal. But by the looks of it, we will go into half-time. Tottenham 1, Man United 0. And what hasn't been a great first half. Lindelof into Maguire. But to be honest, I think this game will probably finish how it is now. Our only route back into this game is if Spurs do try and shut up shop. Because I have every belief in the world that we can score against... well, do I? I was going to say I have every belief in the world that we can score past this shit defence of Spurs', but I actually don't have that much confidence in it. Rashford, Wan-Bissaka, McTominay, Lindelof, Maguire, Lindelof. And there goes the half-time whistle. At half-time it is Manchester United 0, Tottenham Hotspur 1. Shambolic, innit? It's absolutely shambolic. Right, so what I'm actually quite interested in finding out, and I don't know if this will have it, how long was it between our goal being disallowed and 4 minutes? 4 minutes. We scored and it got disallowed, and then they went up at the other end and scored. I mean, could you argue that what's his name should save it? Dean Henderson should save it. I mean, I would say it's harsh. I would say it would be harsh to say he should save it. Obviously, that would be Manchester United's best chance of the half so far. That shot from Rashford, obviously blocked by Dyer. United goal should have stood. Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, look, like I said, the only benefit of us being a goal down is that we're against Spurs, and Spurs aren't very good at holding leads. But are we very good? I mean, I guess we're more. Have we come back from behind the most out of any team in the league? I mean, both of them would suggest we still have a chance at winning the game, like United Live suggested. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, the last 4 times we've played them, we've won games thanks to last season. It was a Paolo Gazzaniga mistake and a penalty. Then we played them after lockdown that we scored a penalty. And then this season we scored a penalty. We don't score from open play against them, mate. The 3 mins we attacked very good. I agree, but we don't do it enough. When we actually play quickly and we play attacking, we actually go for a team. We look very good, as you rightly say, but we don't do it often enough. By the way, Spurs have 12 players, 1 guy in black and white. Yeah, I mean, you said it right. The referee's had a shocker, isn't he? I don't understand how you can. The referee's from London. I mean, who is the ref? What does it say? Must say the ref somewhere. Spurs vs United ref. So who's the ref? So it is Chris Kavanagh. He's had a shocker. Absolute shocker, that. What a mug. It's because McTominay hit someone with his arm by accident. Cavani was shattered once it was disallowed. Oh, I can't. The disallowed goal, I just think is a joke. Like, it's a contact sport. Like, he obviously hasn't done it on purpose. Yes, there's contact in his face, but that happens everywhere. Like, look, if McTominay turns round, sees it, and then does it, yes, foul, book him, whatever. But yeah, it's a contact sport. Stuff like that happens in football. We don't go around saying it's a foul every time, because the whole game. If that's being given us a foul for me, the game's gone. The game's going to be stop-start for the rest of eternity. Trust me, United will get something from this game. Spurs will 100% sit back in the second half. I mean, you say that, but I mean, I know we had a red card, but you didn't in the last game against us, did you? And yeah, you say it right, mate. We ain't playing chess at all. 5-10. Look, what you can see what happens there. Heung-min Son goes to grab McTominay. So human instinct is to kind of push him off, push him away. So it's not. It's human instinct. It's not as if he's done anything on purpose. Son's gone to grab him, and he's gone to push him away with his arm. If that's not Son, that's Fellaini, for example. He hits his chest, and nothing's given. It just so happens it's his face there. And look, that sounds weird, but it's true. If that hits his arm, it hits his chest, it's not a foul. But I mean, I agreed with Jason. Let's make a great comeback for years to watch and cherish. I mean, like I said, the only thing we can take is that we are playing Spurs. Spurs, they've lost a lot of leads this season, and we've won a lot from losing positions. So that does suggest we have some. We should have some sort of confidence for this second half that we can get something. But I think it's gonna be difficult for me. But I am gonna quickly go get myself a drink, and I'll be back in 5. Right, I'm back. So, it's not that it's not that it is the way that the VAR instructed him to watch it. Chris Cavanaugh has seen nothing wrong with the build-up play of the goal. Neither did the fourth official. Called it as an accident, but then scrapped the goal off. Shitty statement. Yeah, I mean, I don't see how that can be given. I think you see that type of thing so often, and it's never given. And look, with the amount of goals we've conceded. I mean, if I remember correctly, was it West Brom? I mean, second half is about to begin, but we saw this. No, that's not what I wanted. Right, so second half is about to begin. When it would kick off. Does that count? Right, there we go. So timer's all synced up. Like, so we conceded this goal. We conceded from this. Not a foul wasn't given for that. That's when we, of course, we drew 1-1 with West Brom. That wasn't given. Who did we have refereeing that day? Pogba head's clear. David Kuti. Oh, actually, I think that might have been the reverse fixture. Yeah, it was reverse fixture. Craig Pawson. Craig Pawson was the referee that day. Didn't see a problem with that. But Chris Kavanagh sees a problem with McTominay. What a joke. Right, here is Fred. Fred goes long. Fred's passing is atrocious, isn't it? Long ball. Lindelof wins the header. Wan-Bissaka turns out, finds Bruno. Goes back into Wan-Bissaka. Skips past on Ndombele. Good play here from Manchester United. Pogba finds Marcus Rashford. Rashford, chance, sits his man down, but does too much, as we constantly see with Marcus Rashford. I still believe we can overcome this. Come on, lads, ball don't lie. Or that's a foul by Fred. Fred's going to get booked for that. Here comes Harry Kane. Goes to chip Dean Henderson. It's over the bar. And into the book, Fred goes. It's an awful It's an awful challenge by Fred. So now what I want to see, us bring Matic and Donny van der Beek on. What the hell is Harry Kane trying to do there? He just fancied some chips. Bruno. Maguire picks it up. Maguire goes long, looking for Luke Shaw. Shaw takes it down well. What card did Fred got? A yellow. Cavani. Sure. Lovely ball to Wan-Bissaka. Puts it. Oh, that's a poor from Wan-Bissaka really there. Lovely ball from Shaw to Wan-Bissaka. He made a good overlapping run. But I don't know if he was it meant to be a shot or cross? No, it's poor. Free kick to Spurs. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's getting up. He's having the words. I feel like sometimes all Ole Gunnar. Can I speak, please? All Ole Gunnar Solskjaer does is just go, come on, keep it going. Come on, keep it going. Højbjerg stay down. Doesn't look good for Spurs. I don't know what's happened to Højbjerg there. I don't think there's any contact by Bruno on his... Oh, I think he just kind of stumbles on his knee. Which, look, that type of injury is always the worst one because nothing really happens. That probably means it's some sort of like muscle injury or something like that in his knee. He's up. It looks like he's going to be alright. Oh no, Rashford did make... Rashford did scrape his knees. Dyer. Lucas Moura. McTominay just absolutely skipped past. Get McTominay off. Because he offers nothing now. He's not a great tackler. And he's booked. So we've got someone who's not a great tackler on a booking in our midfield when we're losing the game. Fred. Pogba. Bruno. Wan-Bissaka made a good overlap. Bruno, you've got to find him. He does find him. Poor from... it's a poor from Wan-Bissaka. I don't know if it was the greatest of balls by Pogba. Cavani misses a sitter. Cavani's missed a sitter again. Actually, sorry, I take that back. Cavani, Rodon gets in there before Cavani takes it off of him. But look, I'll have to see the pass again from Bruno, but it looked really poor from Wan-Bissaka. There's so much space in front of him. He came inside. I don't know if that's because the ball wasn't into the space and was forced Wan-Bissaka in there, but it was poor ball. Oh, fucking Fred is rubbish. Fred is rubbish. Fred cannot pass. Fred couldn't pass a parcel. How was Fred knocked out for a throw-in? Long ball. Luke Shaw absolutely brushed off by Lucas Moura. Aurier. Højbjerg back to Aurier. Lo Celso. Out for a throw-in. The next goal in this game, if there is a second goal, which I highly doubt, will be absolutely massive. Fred battling. So one of their midfielders have to come off. Preferably both, but one of them has to come off soon. They're both on yellow cards. Look at Fred, Kane and Son having a field day. Look at the difference in quality of our midfield compared to theirs. They have Højbjerg, sits, and Lo Celso and Ndombele, they get forward. They have a proper defensive midfielder in Højbjerg, and Ndombele can get forward and can be a threat. We have Fred and McTominay. Both of them couldn't lace Højbjerg's boots. Pogba puts the ball into the box. Wan-Bissaka takes it down. McTominay strike. Good save by Lloris. Reguilon can't get it out. And look, that's what McTominay is best at. But that's when he's able to get forward. Because I think he has got a decent shot on him. It's a really good hit by McTominay. That's what McTominay can do. He can hit him. You can tell he used to be a striker in that situation. Bruno puts the ball into the box. Easily headed away by Kane. Fred back out to Bruno. Bruno can't get the ball into the box. Fred. Wan-Bissaka. Pogba. Cross is blocked by Reguilon. And it's out for a throw-in. Pogba back to Wan-Bissaka. If it continues like this, I see us winning the game. I don't. I think this is exactly what we saw against Brighton. I didn't. Oh, brilliant ball. Cavani's in here. Great save. Fred scored. I don't know if he's offside or not, but Fred has scored. Fred has scored. I don't know if he's onside or not, but Fred has scored. I repeat, Fred has scored. Fred has scored. He's onside there. He's onside. It's a goal. He scored. Fred scored. Fred has scored and it's 1-1. What? Fred. Fred has scored for Manchester United. Somehow, the Brazilian has scored. Fred has scored. The man doesn't often score, but he has now. The beast Fred. Oh yeah. Now for us to get a last minute winner. Well, I mean, it's on the cards, isn't it? Certainly on the cards. Now I ask for them to continue to pressure. Well, I mean, Spurs, I imagine Spurs will come out a little bit themselves. I felt they're being a bit... I don't know. McTominay. Pogba, lovely, turns out. Go on, Paul. Brilliant from Paul Pogba. Goes into Bruno. Bruno looks for the ball back into Paul Pogba. It's a poor ball. But this is so much better from Manchester United in this second half. So much better. The intensity's up. The tempo's up. And we look a 10 times better team. Kane puts the ball in. McTominay. What are you doing there, McTominay? Just head it out. He just flicks it. I mean, he doesn't do terribly there, but he's not great. But on Ndombele 1v1 with McTominay, he's absolutely skipped past. He's rubbish, McTominay. Højbjerg. Aurier. Lucas Moura. Aurier. Brilliant here from Spurs. Aurier was in. Heung-min Son. Son strike. Good save, Henderson. And here comes United. Rashford. Tackled easily. It's a really good save by Dean Henderson. I have to say it is a good save. I think it is fairly straight at him. It's a save you expect your goalkeeper to make, but it's a good one. Dyer. Aurier. Lucas Moura. Shaw does well. So Moussa Sissoko's coming on for Spurs. I bet it will be Lo Celso coming off. I think it actually is Lo Celso. Yeah, it's Lo Celso who's going off. So that will probably mean Ndombele will go into the 10 role where Lo Celso is played. Unless Sissoko's going out into the wing. No, yeah. And Ndombele's going to 10. Sissoko will go into the double pivot with Højbjerg. And Ndombele takes it down really well. He looks for Harry Kane. Dean Henderson brilliantly off his line. Dyer goes long. Lucas Moura. Brilliant from Maguire there. Just pushes Lucas Moura to the ground. Lindelof. Fred. Into Pogba. Pogba looks for... That's a really poor ball that from Pogba. Lloris throws it out to Reguilon. Come on. Here is Højbjerg. Wan-Bissaka, good interception. Bruno. Cavani's made a run. But Bruno strides! What a save by Hugo Lloris to deny Bruno Fernandes. Great save by Hugo Lloris. It was a good interception by Wan-Bissaka. He found a lovely ball to Bruno Fernandes. They backed off. He's a good hit. And it's a strong, what, is it left hand? By Hugo Lloris to turn it round the post. It's a good save. It's not banging the corner from Bruno. But it pulls out a good save by, a really good save by Lloris. And it's a corner now for United. Shaw will take it. Shaw puts the ball in. Pogba wins it. Well, it doesn't really win it. It's a goal kick to Spurs. But I mean, look, confidence is up. Confidence is definitely on the up. If we load up the predictions, currently, did anyone go for 1-1? NG, currently your 1-1 is looking good. I mean, Nico, you're 3-1 to United. Not terrible at the moment. Evie's 2-1, looks pretty good. And same with United Live's dad, who also went 2-1 United. Did anyone go for 2-1 Spurs? I believe yeah, no one went for 2-1 Spurs. We are playing better now, I agree. I just hope we can actually keep it up, though. Fred. Lindelof. Fred. Bruno. McTominay. McTominay up to Shaw. It's just, I don't think we'll make changes, and that's the issue. And that's a massive issue. We're 65 minutes into this game. Both of our holding midfielders are on yellow cards, and neither of them are very good tacklers, really, are they? Wan-Bissaka crosses defended well by Rodon. But we're going to leave it because we won't bring Matic on for whatever reason. We won't bring Donny van der Beek on. What's the point of him being there if we're not going to trust him? Take Rashford off for Greenwood. No, I think you keep Rashford on. I think thing is with Rashford, his pace is always a danger. Leave him on unless he has to come off, and then take off. Don't play him against Granada. Give him the game off. We're appealing for something. Sure. Turns well. Sure, lovely ball to Bruno. Pulls it across. Pogba! What's he doing? Why are you trying to backheel it? Pogba tries to backheel it. And if Pogba should bicycle kick it, Bruno, shoot yourself. Why is he trying to backheel it, Pogba? Should do better there, Pogba. Should score for me. Switch Fred with Bruno. No, you can't switch Fred with Bruno. If you move Fred somewhere, if you take Fred off, it's for you put Pogba in midfield. Ball comes in, blocks. And I think this is Luke Shaw now going into the book. Yeah, Luke Shaw goes into the book. That's a great ball. I don't know what he's doing there. Oh, I think that's poor from. I think that's poor from Pogba. Son puts the ball into the box. Pogba heads clear. What's your prediction? I can see another goal. I can see another goal in the game. To be honest, I can see another goal in the game. Whether that's for United or not, I don't know. I think we look the better side. But I mean, Spurs, look, they have Harry Kane, they have Heung-min Son. They're always a danger. Good play from Wan-Bissaka. Son couldn't beat him and it's out for a goal kick. Lindelof. Maguire. McTominay. Wan-Bissaka. Bruno. Back to McTominay. 5 shots on target in the second half by Man United. We've turned it up so much better. You look, possession, 49 in the first half, 60 in the second. We're so much better in the second half because we're playing it so much quicker. I think Wan-Bissaka weren't great for the first goal. I think he's getting forward quite well. We've had 8 shots, 5 on target. Spurs 6 shots, 2 on target. Yeah, we've been the better team, especially in the second half. I mean, I'll throw it out to Jason. What do you think? Obviously, I will say Man United have been better in the second half because I'm a Man United fan. Although I do try and stay impartial. Well, unbiased at times. Bruno puts the ball in. Dyer nearly takes it out of... takes it from Lloris's hands, but doesn't. Lloris goes long. Maguire up against Kane. Maguire just is beaten so poorly. And Maguire now goes into the book. Oh yeah, I think it's a soft foul. I'll tell you what, Harry Maguire needs to trim. Right, free kick to Spurs then. Human-Son will take it. They're piling up at that back post, so that's where they're going to aim it. United should win this. I mean, what do you want to happen with Mourinho? Do you want him gone? Do you want him... Do you believe... Do you trust the process? Alright, Greenwood's coming on for... Is that for Rashford? Rashford's off. The Marcus Rashford's off. So that does mean what we will see this. Where's Greenwood? There he is. And we'll put Rashford off. Rashford, there we go. So Rashford's now on the bench. Right, Cavani flicks it looking for Wan-Bissaka. Good ball to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka crosses the ball. Sure. Cavani to Fred. Fred hits it. Oh, blocked. Kane. Here comes Spurs on the break. Kane finds a lovely ball to Ndombele. 1v1 with Fred. Fred can't really dive in. He finds Højbjerg. Finds Heung-min Son. Kane made the run. Here is Kane. Cuts inside. Kane shoots. Good save by Dean Henderson. It's a good save there. Again, it's a save you'd expect him to make. But it is a good save. While I always feel saves... Sorry, I should come off of this screen. I always feel save with your legs always makes it look better than it actually is. Like, you should make that save. Ball comes in. Wan-Bissaka heads clear. Sissoko! Oh my god, on Ndombele. Aurier misses from about a yard out. Should have scored. Tottenham should have scored. Aurier misses from a yard out. Really. But I think it might have been offside. Bloody hell. We'll see if it would it have been offside. He would have been offside, so that's fine. Right, Wan-Bissaka gives it to Lindelof. He goes to Maguire. Maguire to Shaw. This will go back. See, that is more like it. I was just about to say this will go back to Maguire because too often enough does. But it didn't today. Because look, this is how Man United should be playing. This is how we were doing after lockdown. Lovely ball out to Mason Greenwood. Go on, Greenwood. 1v1 with Reguilon. Greenwood strikes! Good save by Lloris. I don't think it was ever going in. 6 likes. Wow. I mean, thank you all for liking the stream if you have. That is greatly appreciated. Please do. Please do subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. Right, let me just tweet out the stream. There we go. Cavani, Maguire, McTominay gives it back to Dean Henderson. Maguire. McTominay. Greenwood, McTominay. Maguire. Finds Pogba. Pogba tackled by Højbjerg, but wins a free kick. Well played by Paul Pogba. 15 minutes to go in this game. Manchester United 1, Tottenham 1. Both teams need the 3 points. But I think, to be honest, I think both teams would settle for a draw. Right, so Bruno and Fred standing over it. It's quite far away, so I don't imagine you can really shoot here. Well, I mean, I think Bruno might fancy his chances. And same with Fred, maybe. I don't think Fred should take it, though. Bruno, oh, why have we done that? McTominay, oh, fuck it. McTominay is rubbish, isn't he? There's one man to beat and smash and crosses it into him. That's like hitting a one-man wall. Lindelof. Greenwood. Go on, Mason. Greenwood picks it. Bruno won it. And he's falling over. Why is Bruno falling over there? Bruno, you're not going to get it, mate. Don't know what's wrong with Bruno there. Right, Lamela is now coming on for Spurs. And Tanga and Ndombele's off for Lamela. Right, sure. Just throws it to Cavani. Cavani just gives it back to Eric Dyer. And we'll play from there. Long ball by Lloris. Fred wins it, but just gives it to Sissoko. Fred just can't pass a football, can he? McTominay. Fred. Maguire. Back to Fred. 30 minutes plus added time. There'll be about 4 minutes, 5 minutes of added time. Greenwood puts the ball. Lovely ball. Cavani! Come on! What a ball from Mason Greenwood into Edinson Cavani. And it's a diving header. He's had a really good game, Edinson Cavani. Mason Greenwood's come on, has looked fantastic. And what a goal from from not Harry Maguire, from Edinson Cavani. Lindelof brought it out, gave it to Wan-Bissaka. He found Bruno, flicked it to Greenwood. First time Greenwood, what a ball in. What a ball in from Mason Greenwood, first time. And it's a diving header into the side netting from Cavani. What a finish. Ball don't lie. And I'll tell you what, you did say, and I'll tell you what, this second half performance, I've said this before against Tottenham. This second half performance should be the blueprint. It should be the blueprint. Like it was last season after lockdown. After lockdown, we said the second half performance, when we brought on Greenwood, when we brought on Matic, when we brought on Pogba, that was the blueprint for how we play. This second half performance should be the blueprint. So much quicker on the ball. For me, the personnel can and should be better. For me, McTominay and Fred, I don't think they've had a great game. One of them. For me, it should be Fred alongside a Pogba or a Van de Beek. And then let these attackers play and be quick on the ball. Get the ball to them before teams can set. Because that's when we're going to be better. This second half, if I flick to this, it has been straight, looking up, finds Cavani, finds Bruno, finds Greenwood, finds Cavani. Or same, Pogba, Bruno. It's so much quicker rather than 5. Give it to Wan-Bissaka. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's this. It's so much quicker, and we look a 10 times better team. And it's no coincidence. It's not a coincidence. Surely Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has to see this. This second half, we've looked fantastic. And if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wants to get the fans back on his side, those who are Ole out, play like we have this second half, and fans will be on your side. Sissoko. Fred, great interception. Couldn't find Cavani. Lloris will pick it up. With about 10 minutes to go here. Lloris goes long looking for Harry Kane and Heung-min Son. Wan-Bissaka won the header and will pick up the second ball. He goes long looking for Bruno. Wan-Bissaka wins it. Go on, Wan-Bissaka. Lovely into Bruno. Into Wan-Bissaka, who flicks it past his man. Looks for Cavani but can't. And doesn't win the throw. Lamella. Turns out well. Fred can't win the tackle. I think you got to take Fred and McTominay off. Ball comes in. Lindelof takes it off of Henderson. I mean, poor from Lindelof. I don't know if Dean Henderson's calling for it or not. Come on. Ball comes in. Headed at back post. Cavani heads it against the post. And Pogba clears after a poor attempt by Heung-min Son. Bruno Fernandes takes it down. Bruno goes looking for Greenwood. It's a poor ball. Bale can't find Kane. Sissoko flicked it into Heung-min Son. Son. Reguilon. Højbjerg. Sissoko. Reguilon. Harry Kane turns out. Harry Kane goes for goal. Blocked. It's out for another corner. Ooh. It's about 10 minutes to go for me. I think there will be 4 minutes of added time. So about 10 minutes. Here's that chance again. Cavani, really good defending to flick it away from, is it Sissoko and Harry Kane at the back stick. And to make it hit the post and out. Come on. Dean Henderson just takes it down and will pick it up. Waste a little bit of time. Deep breaths, everybody. Deep breaths. Alright, Henderson will go long. Looks for Pogba. Dyer wins it. Bale. Fred intercepts. Good, well played by Fred. Foul, surely on Cavani, but he gets up, wins the ball. Pogba looks for Greenwood, but it's well defended by, I think it was Roden. Right, Shaw with a throw-in. He goes into Bruno. Bruno looks for McTominay but can't. Fred picks it up, gives it to Shaw. Shaw finds Bruno Fernandes. This is so much better. So much better. And look, this is the infuriating thing with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Because this is the first time we've played like this. We played like this after lockdown. But we haven't done that this season. I don't understand why. Because we are so much better when we play like this. It's unbelievable. Pogba. Poor ball into McTominay. Free kick. Alright, Ollie, get McTominay off. Get him off. McTominay has to come off. But again, I don't think he's going to make changes. I don't think he will make changes. Which I think is an issue. Because I think we need to make changes. I wanted Dina to start today. I think we need to ease De Gea back in maybe in the Europa League. Well, what we're going to see? We're going to see De Gea used in the Europa League, and then we'll see him sold. We'll see him get sold in the summer. Long ball. Wan-Bissaka wins the header. Reguilon. Wan-Bissaka, what a challenge on Reguilon. Ball comes in. Henderson claims well. Southampton vs Chelsea in the FA Cup will be the first game to allow fans back in, will it? McTominay. Poor from Greenwood. Lamella. Skips past Fred. Fred goes into Sergio Aurier. Aurier into Bale. Bale looks to put the cross in. Dean Henderson does well. I'm going to guess a 2-1 win for United. Don't know what's telling me it's going to be 2-1. I think you might be right, Charlie, to be fair. Camera pans to David De Gea. I want to know what they're saying. I don't know. I missed it. Cavani looks to flick it on, but can't. It's out for a throw. Dyer takes it quickly. Finds Gareth Bale. Nemanja Matic is coming on now. That's got to be for McTominay. Cavani. I think Cavani's has been really good today. Cavani. Look, I've said it a lot. I think he's best off the bench. But today he's proven he's a quality player, isn't he? And if he plays like this every game, then he should be starting week in, week out. But I don't think he puts. I think this has been his best performance in a United shirt. Bruno off. Fucking hell, Ollie. So Bruno Fernandes is being subbed off for Matic. We've got McTominay and Fred both on bookings. So what we're going to see now is... So, would it be this? No way Fred's gone left. Has Fred gone left mid? Where's Matic? No way. What it looks like this. 6 minutes of added time. Told you, Cavani's been getting a man of the match by Sky Sports. Jason Cullen told you United should win this. Yeah. At this point, we shouldn't lose it from here. Yeah, so it's kind of this, isn't it? But Fred's gone to 10. Can we not just bring Donny van de Beek on? Fred. For me, you bring Donny van de Beek on. Get Fred or McTominay off. They're both on bookings. Get them off. Get someone who's great on the ball. Get someone who will just keep the ball. And that is Donny van de Beek. 6 minutes of additional time when we're 2 into it. Correct. Pogba takes down his chest. Ore knocks it out for a throw. Alright, Fred with a throw. Gives to Pogba. Fred. Sissoko. McTominay. Shaw's fallen over. McTominay tries to go through him. Good play there by McTominay. Does well. Just about finds Fred. Fred in to Pogba. Pogba wins a throw-in. Counting down the seconds now. We've got about 3 minutes left of this game. We can't lose it now, surely. Dye clears it down the line. Matic picks it up. Goes into Greenwood. Goes into Cavani. Go on, Mason. Bale chasing back and gets there before Greenwood and clears it upfield. Reguilon finds Sissoko. Spurs have to go now. Dyer, Roden, Reguilon. No, Højbjerg, sorry. Into Reguilon now. Into Lamela. Sissoko. Dyer. Dyer puts the ball into the box. Harry Maguire gets down well and heads it clear. Shaw smashes it upfield. And United win a free kick for a challenge on Luke Shaw by Sergio Aurier. Luke Shaw's down. I hope he's alright. Get him off. Just take him off, ref. Ollie, just take him off. Don't risk him. Ooh, that looks like a nasty one on his knee. Five minutes into added time. We can't lose it now. We can't. It would be criminal. Cavani flick. I think Pogba is offside. Out for a throw. My first prediction might be right. What was your prediction? Was it 2-1? You got 3-1. It could be right. Matic. Maguire goes long. Rodon wins the header. Fred. Cavani to Pogba. Go on, find Greenwood. Finds Mason Greenwood. Go on, Greenwood. Beats Regular. Strikes it. Goal! Mason Greenwood with a goal. And it's Tottenham 1. Manchester United 3. And it's 3-1. And that is your prediction right then, Nico. That's who else is right? Is it just Nico? It is just Nico. Mason Greenwood, who's come on and has been fantastic. Mason Greenwood, goal and an assist, and it's a great hit. He does him. All ends up there. What a hit from Mason Greenwood. The way he hits it is brilliant. Fantastic finish. Charlie, that's not gone well for you, has it? It's not gone well. And this boy can and will be whatever he wants to be. What a player. Right. And that is full time. Manchester United 3. Tottenham 1. Wow. What a game we've just seen. Right, let me try and find your comment, Nico, and I'll pin it. Right. I can't scroll. Right, I can't scroll all the way back up to your comment, Nico. So what I'll do is I'll pin your "my prediction is right" comment. There you go. Big. That is big. So, what? Right. What? Obviously, we'll get into the player ratings or whatever. Where's the stats? Spurs versus United. All right. So let's look at these stats. What a difference a half makes. In the first half, awful we were. I don't think we had a shot on target. Second half, 7. we were a different animal in the second half. We really, really were. Thank you, United Live. What is it that I'm trying to find? Is it underscore understat? Something like that. Pogba gets an 8. He was fantastic today, to be fair, Pogba. Oh, who scored? That's what I'm looking for. Right, match centre. Everything can go 7 if they win there. Match 7-point cushion to second. We should win second. We should get second easy. Who scored? Gave their man of the match to Pogba. They didn't rate Victor Lindelof's performance at all. 5.4 for Lindelof. Right. Well, I would ignore that. So, United needed to win for Everton, and they did because Spurs are 2 points ahead of us. Yeah. So, we're on. So this is who scored player ratings. So this is just the first half. These are we'll go to average player ratings. Average player ratings in the first half. And if you just look at the stats in general, if I go to that one and just make that so much smaller. There we go. If we look at the stats, shots. So this is just first half. We had one shot off, which was are they giving it off target? Well, it was blocked. We didn't do anything, did we? Absolutely nothing. We were bang average, and possession wise, it showed. Second half, we from there. Look at the possession in second half. 58% possession. You can see there, Fred did go to the left wing. Look, total shots 9 to 11. We dribbled more. We were just a better team, and yes, we were dispossessed more. But that happens when you go direct. You sometimes you do give away the ball more to get goals. That's just life. You have to. We went more direct, and it worked. Clearly, and it should have happened more. We saw a 10 times better performance in that second half than we have in the first half, and what we've seen throughout this season, we haven't been good enough this season. But that second half is probably the best we've played this season. We were fantastic. I mean, if City lose their next game, it could be that on the no, the title race ain't on. If we win, look, we have a game in hand on City. If we win that, then there's 8 points in it. 8 points. They would have to lose 3 games, and that would imply us winning all our games. It won't happen, unfortunately. It's too little, too late. And look, about the second half is why Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the most infuriating man associated to Manchester United, and why he has the fan base divided. Because too often or not than not, we see what we saw in the first half. A pathetic and a lackluster performance. A lethargic performance. The second half, we come out, we come firing, and we look fantastic. And if we saw that second half performance throughout the season, we could be in a title race right now. We could be closer to Manchester City, and he wouldn't have half the fan base wanting him to leave. Because that second half performance was fantastic. But he doesn't do it often enough. And that's the issue. It really is the issue. If we played like that, how we did in that second half all the time, we would be so much better. Right. Thanks for the live stream, mate. No problem, NG, mate. I'm glad you enjoyed. Well, I hope you enjoyed at least. There we go. So we'll go into the player ratings. So, obviously, you guys will have to help me out with the player ratings. Right. So, what can we say? Finn, the sad thing is they beat us 7-4 on aggregate. Honestly, I'll tell you this now, United Live. I'll tell you this right now. Tottenham can beat us 7-4 on aggregate every game of the season. Every season. But as long as we finish above them, I don't care. Aggregate scores are rubbish. They are rubbish. At the end of the day, we got 3 points against them. They've got 3 points against us. It means the same. Right, McTominay's got is being press conference. We've got 28 points from losing positions this year. That's not good enough. I mean, look, it's fantastic that we're getting them points from losing positions, but it's not good enough to be conceding and going a goal down so many times and having to come back. Well, Tomley saying the referee made a mistake. Alright, So, player ratings. Dean Henderson. United Live, you gave him an 8.5. I think he had a good game. Look, did he make any world class saves? Maybe not, but I think he had. I think he made a couple of very good saves. And look, that's me saying it. Did he make any outrageous saves? That's not me taking anything away from the saves he did make. They were very good saves. I think he had a very good game. The most pleasing thing for me about Dean Henderson's game today was at one point Harry Kane and Harry Maguire were in a foot race, and Dean Henderson was quick off his line and came out and won the ball. That was my most pleasing thing about Dean Henderson's game today. Yes, he did well. He made a couple good saves, but that bailed Maguire out, and could see the centre-back partnership. If we have a goalkeeper that's willing to do that, we could see the centre-back partnership work more often. So I'm going to give... He didn't keep a clean sheet. I don't blame Henderson for that. I'm going to give him an 8. I think he had a good game, Henderson. Wan-Bissaka... Look, I don't think he was good enough for the first goal. They're just showing it again there. I'll have to see it again. Harry Kane. Wan-Bissaka is the man on Harry Kane. He just doesn't know Heung-min Son's there. And that's really poor from him, because that technically is his man. I don't know how Wan-Bissaka ends up having to be the man on Harry Kane. But that's the case. I don't think it's good enough. But apart from that, I don't think it was too bad. I thought Heung-min Son, I can't think of many times he really beat him. I thought he got forward quite a lot. I thought he was always an option. Some of his balls in weren't good enough, and I think that's always a criticism towards Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Sometimes his deliveries, and maybe too often or not, his deliveries aren't good enough. But it's getting better. I don't think he had a terrible game. I'm going to give him a 6.5. Lindelof, mistake for the goal. He should do better. He should clear his lines. But apart from that, did he have a bad game? Did he have any worse game than Maguire? I thought both of them kept getting pulled out. I think that mistake will obviously cost him a couple ratings. I'm going to give Lindelof a 4. And I'll give Maguire a 6. I don't think Maguire played amazingly. But he wasn't terrible. Like I said, he got pulled out a couple times. Got booked. He could have had a better game, Maguire. But look, on the overall, I think a 6 is fair. Luke Shaw, he's just the best left back in the world. He's fantastic, isn't he, Luke Shaw? He is fantastic. Mate, can we do joint review sessions for the Europa League? What do you mean, mate? Yeah, sure. He's fantastic. That ball that he played to Bruno, where Pogba tried to backheel it, it was world class. It's world class. Defensively, I think he's very sound. Of course he is. Going forward, he's brilliant as well. I'm giving him a 7. McTominay and Fred, I don't think either of them had a good... Well, I don't think McTominay had a great game. Especially the first half. Second half, they were much better. I'm going to give Fred a 6. And I'm going to give McTominay a 4. Realistically, Fred would be a 5 if he didn't get a goal. The goal takes him up to a 6. And I thought after the goal, he was better. Fred just can't pass. That's Fred's biggest issue. Fred just cannot pass a football. He's just an awful passer, Fred. And that's the biggest issue with Fred. He has loads of energy, but he just can't pass. McTominay, I think it's partly the same. I don't think he can defend either. But I don't think McTominay's a defensive midfielder. And I think we saw that again today. Defensively, I don't think he's good enough. He got booked early on. And after that, I don't think he went in for many challenges because he couldn't. I mean, for me, that double pivot can't keep playing it week in, week out. It's not good enough. It's not a good enough double pivot. And I think Pogba playing from the wing, I think he offers a lot of creativity. I don't think there's any coincidence that today we create so many chances for our front line with Pogba on the wing. I think that is partly due to, in the second half, we was playing quicker, so we was getting the ball to Paul Pogba a lot quicker, and as such, he had time, he had space, and he didn't have about 8 plays to try and beat. And look, you look at the Greenwood, the Cavani goal. It's quick. We got the ball forward. They didn't have loads of men back because we were quick. Greenwood, first time ball. And look, if we play like we did, and look, even this goal here, the Greenwood goal, it was a long ball, got the ball forward. Pogba got the ball, and he didn't have 11 plays to try and to find Greenwood. He had what? 4? 5? And he beats one of them, and then by the time he gets to Greenwood, we're in a chance, and all their players are then getting back. But it's too late, because Greenwood already has the ball. So often this season, their players are already back before Pogba would even get that ball. And that's the difference. And if we play like we did in that second half for 90 minutes, we will win football games more convincingly, like we did today. We won this game by 2 goals. We don't do that often enough. Cavani's my man of the match. I mean, he's definitely up there for me. Pogba. I'm going to give him a 9, Pogba. Has the match started? Yes. Yeah. Yes, Tiana, it has. It was not 14-0 either. So I'm giving Pogba a 9. I think Pogba was fantastic today off either side. He kept swapping with both Rashford and Bruno. He just had a good game, Pogba. Created chance. Obviously, got the assist for the Greenwood goal. Without Pogba today, we don't win that game. His creativity was so key. I think, did he get the assist for the Cavani goal that was disallowed as well? Creativity. And that's thanks to, like I just said, getting the ball to that front line quicker. And when you get the ball to the front line that quickly, you will create more chances and score more goals. Lucy Smells, apparently. Tiana, you were closest. The winners won 13-0. Oh, and that's not very nice. I don't think Lucy smells. I think Lucy smells really nice. Bruno Fernandes, 8. I think Bruno Fernandes today looked really good. I thought he didn't get a goal, he didn't get an assist, but he played really well. And I think, in a way, Bruno Fernandes' high standards that he set at the start of the season has come back to bite him in a way, because his high standards, where he was getting goals and assists every game, means now when he doesn't, people think he hasn't had a good game. He had a really good game, Bruno, today. He was fantastic today. I can't really say. He kept the ball well, created chances, got the ball, and like I said, created chances. He weren't sloppy. He nearly scored with that long shot. Without Bruno today, we wouldn't have won. Without Pogba today, we wouldn't have won. Rashford. I think Rashford was... I don't think Rashford had his best game. I think he probably deserved to come off. I'm going to give him a 6. I can't remember him really doing anything, to be honest. Can you... Well, I mean, you guys getting involved in the chat. Did he do much? I think you should give Henderson an 8, to be honest. I don't think so. I think with Henderson, what save do you really think he did? I would have gave him a 7. 7 or an 8 for me. 7 or an 8. He's not pushing 9. If he got a clean sheet, maybe. But he didn't get a clean sheet. And look, I don't think he did anything apart from when he came out and cleared it out of the ordinary. I don't think any of the saves he made were unexpected in a sense. The Kane save. What Kane save? No, for me, look, it's a good save, but you expect him to make it. If it's the same with the Ibrahimovic one against AC Milan. It's a good save, but if you let that in, it's a shocker. It's one of them saves. It's a good save, but you have to make it. It's a save that your goalkeeper has to make 99 times out of 100. I think front post, it's fairly straight at him. It's a good save, and that is part of the reason I'm giving him a 7 or an 8. But I don't think any of his saves were out of this world. I think Dean Henderson had a very good game. But a clean sheet, I'll give him the 8.59. But then, again, about Rashford, I can't remember anything he really did. He was put out to the right-hand side. He fell victim to our first half, really. Where he was running, but I can't really remember him doing anything. So, just 6. And Cavani today, he was fantastic, Cavani. Again, I'm going to give him a 9. Scored two fair and good goals. Should have, obviously, one of them got disallowed. Got the assist for Fred. I thought it was a constant danger, constant issue. He didn't really let Spurs' backline sleep. We created chances for our number 9 for once. And what happened? He scored goals. What a surprise. And he just had a good game, Cavani. And I'm really happy about that. I thought if we see Cavani and Manchester United create chances like that more often, we will win more games and win them convincingly. So, substitutes. I'm going to give Greenwood an 8. Goal and assist. Coming off the bench. I thought he was fantastic. An 8. Matic. I can't remember a thing he did. 6. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer today. Look, I'm quite harsh on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer usually with my ratings for him. I'm going to have to give him an 8. For me, look, first half I thought we were poor and we were terrible again. Give Edison Cavani man of the match. I would have forgot if you didn't mention that. I am going to give Cavani a man of the match. But honourable mention to Pogba. Without Pogba, we don't win this game. I mean, let's say we suck Greenwood up top today. I think there's a chance we win the game still. But without Pogba, we don't win the game. Without Cavani, we might still win it, just about. I don't think we're as convincing, but Cavani's table was absolutely fantastic. So he's going to get my man of the match. But yeah, about Ole. In the first half, we were awful, and this is the constant criticism we have of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and rightly so. We've proved in the second half we are better than what we show against Brighton, what we showed in that first half, which we've shown against Granada in that first leg. Go let the team do it. Because if we play like that today, like we did today, throughout, again, we will win more football matches, and we will be a much, much better side. I can promise you that, and you will start winning back some of the Ole outers. Like, if we played like this, I'd be more than happy for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to be given a new contract, like I was at the end of last season, after lockdown when we were terrific. But I feel like we all believe that against Granada we're going to go back to that first half performance, and that's the kicker. But I mean, in the second half, we came out and we were excellent. I mean, my only criticism in that second half is the lack of subs. Again, Greenwood came on, was fantastic. Matic came on too late. McTominay and Fred lasted the 90. McTominay got booked so early on. Ollie deserves a 3.5 for his. I'm fair. I'm being fair. He had a good second half. When did Matic come on? Matic came on in the 90th minute. What minute did Fred got booked in the 48th, and McTominay got booked in the what minute did McTominay in the 18th minute? How did both of them last the 90? I don't understand it. This it really does my head in. Why Fred? And I'll pinpoint Fred here for a reason. We kept Fred on the pitch and brought Matic on for Bruno. And we then put we put Fred in at number 10 or / left wing. We've got Donny van der Beek. Bring him on. He's not booked. He can put a challenge in. The best form of defence is attack. If you've got the ball, they can't have it and they can't score from it. Donny van der Beek's probably the best player at this club at keeping the ball. Up there with Juan Mata, really, and Pogba. Yet we don't use him. So, I mean that's my only criticism, and that's, I mean, it's not a big one, is it really? But I mean, yeah, if we play like we did today against Granada in the second leg, and more often, we will win the game more often. Without Fred, we wouldn't have won 3-1. I agree. But that doesn't mean you can't take him off. We might have. When did Fred score? Fred scored 9 minutes after getting yellow card. That's fine. He should have stayed on at the pitch. That's an equaliser. That's 1-0. When 70th minute, Maguire's booked. On the 70th minute, we have Maguire booked, Shaw booked, and we had Fred booked. Our three, that left hand side, because this, it's this three, all booked in the 70th minute. Surely at that point, you think, right? And when did they bring Bale on? They brought Bale on in the 82nd minute. So ignore that. Ignore Bale. They had Lucas Moura there. Surely at that point, you think Lucas Moura is a quick player. Maguire's not very quick. Luke Shaw is quick, but not as quick as Moura. Fred, look, he's up against Tanguy Ndombele. He's up against, at the time, he's still up against Ndombele. Fantastic dribbler. Surely at one point, you think, take one of these, take off Fred, bring Matic on. So we have a play that, on that half, that defensive half, can just clatter someone. But I mean, that's my only real grievances. I don't think we'll hit it United Live, to be fair. But I mean, I'm not disheartened by it all. I think, again, we've shown what we're capable of. We need to do it more often. And if we do it more often, I'd be more than happy. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to say another day or another year. I think we need to play like we did in the second half for the rest of the season. And if we do that, we will be better. We will win games more convincingly, and we will win. We will win competition. We will win, and we will win trophies. If I can actually get my words out. Anyway, that is going to be it from me today. If you have enjoyed, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. We will be back for the Manchester United versus Granada game. That will be midweek. Of course, there will be a preview out for that. Anyway, like I said, that will be it. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one in a bit. Peace.